welcome back to my channel. I am here with a a delicious vegetarian recipe, and it's a special one. It's the last recipe that I shot in India. This India trip, I wasn't like planning to shoot any recipes, but if I found something that I could manage to squeeze in and shoot, I did. And this vegetarian kofta curry was the last one I shot. I'm back home now, but this is the last video that I'm sharing from my India trip this year. It's a no onion, no garlic, delicious kofta curry, which is very different to how I cook it, which is why I'm sharing it here. So I hope you will enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button, because you get a notification every time I share a new recipe and I share a new video. I share 3 to 4 recipes a week, so I hope you're enjoying all those. Let's get you to the kitchen in India. This recipe starts with a bottle gourd, or what we call in Hindi lauki. So you peel the lauki and then you grate it. Now you can find this lauki in all the Asian supermarkets. It actually is quite easily available in the UK at least. And once you've grated the whole lauki, you add a good half a cup of a besan or gram flour to it. Now this besan is going to help bind the lauki, bind the koftas, and then we add the spices. So half a teaspoon of salt goes in, half a teaspoon of ground coriander, and just a little pinch or quarter teaspoon of cumin seeds go in. Now we mix it all up really well. So the lauki has got enough moisture, so you don't have to add any liquid to it. If it's got too much water, then you could add a little bit, maybe a tablespoon or so more of gram flour, which is going to stop it from breaking up. But please don't add any liquid, any water to this, because like I said, the lauki has got enough moisture. And then you keep rubbing it properly, mixing it all up very well. And in the meantime, get some vegetable or sunflower oil in a kadhai or a pan and get that nice and hot, so that it's ready for deep frying these koftas. So once the oil is around 160, 170 C hot, you don't want it hotter than that. You're going to start frying the koftas. You can see this is very, very different to any kofta curry I have made before on the channel, which is very kind of exciting. It tastes very different to what I've made before as well. So the reason for keeping the kofta small is so they can cook inside as well. If you make very big koftas, they will not cook through and you would be able to taste raw gram flour. And while the koftas are getting fried, prepare your masala. So 2 green chilies and around 3 to 4 tomatoes, depending on what size they are. Now this curry is going to feed around 4 to 5 people only. So it's just made for one meal. Actually, we are adding around 6 tomatoes, and then you just bliss it up. So it's just tomatoes and green chili could be according to your taste. Now cook these koftas not on very extremely high heat, because they'll turn golden from outside and not cook from the inside. So cook them on medium heat. And here is the tomato puree ready. Now these koftas are going to take a little bit of time to cook, around 7 to 8 minutes in total, to get to a nice lovely golden color. Now this kofta curry can be served with rice, or in our case we are going to serve these with chapatis. So getting some chapati atta out and ready, and just getting some red onions for the salad, to prepare rings for the salad as well. So getting everything done all very fresh, all at the same time, so the dinner comes together nicely in one go. The koftas are almost ready. As you can see, the puree is ready to be fried, and the atta is ready for the chapatis, all coming together nicely. So in the same pan, the extra oil has been removed and left with only 2 tablespoons of oil, a teaspoon of cumin seeds, and once they start to sizzle, I'm going to add the other ingredients in there. So in goes the tomato, chili puree, and now this is a slightly slow process where you just let it cook through, and do this on low to medium heat. You want the tomatoes, because we're using raw tomatoes, you want them to cook through, otherwise you won't get that kind of really nice kofta curry flavor, like a nice deep flavor. So this is when you have to be a little patient, and this is going to take around good 15 minutes to cook. So in goes 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and also 1 teaspoon of salt. If you don't want too much, you can add half a teaspoon of salt as well. That is to your taste. And now you leave it alone and let it cook slowly. So the curry is bubbling away nicely in one pan, just for around 15-20 minutes. The koftas are ready and sitting on the side, and on the other side, the chapatis are going to be rolled and made ready. So the dough needs around 10-15 minutes to cook. If you want a detailed video of how to make nice soft chapatis or rotis, then you can check out the video on my channel. It's a really detailed video of how to get the soft dough, how to make sure you get puffed up rotis. But anyways, over here it's just a little glimpse of how we are making lots of chapatis for dinner. And these chapatis are made while the curry is being done. So like I said earlier, it all comes together nicely. Once this is cooked, you just store it in an airtight box. You just wrap it up in a nice clean cloth. You can put some ghee or some butter, and then they will stay nice, soft and warm. So after 15-20 minutes, you can see the tomato mixture has reduced, all the liquid has gone, is cooked through, and this is the time you can add a cup of water. Now you definitely need some water, otherwise there will be no curry, it will become a dry sabji. So you need to add some water and then bring it to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, you cook it for another 10 minutes before you add the koftas. Make sure that the total time you've cooked the curry is around 25 to 30 minutes, because that's what is needed to cook the tomatoes and get that lovely flavor. So you add the koftas, and what happens is, because the curry is warm, is piping hot, the koftas will start absorbing the curry. So make sure you add the koftas a little just before you start serving it, because if you add it too much in advance, then the koftas will soak up all the curry and they will become very, very soggy and start falling apart. And finish this, of course, with lots of fresh coriander. So there is the no onion, no garlic kofta curry, served with some onions, some bhindi masala, and some soft chapatis. Delicious, gorgeous meal healthy, and you saw it's ready in no time at all. And I'm going to enjoy this. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and hope you'll come back and join for another recipe soon. Bye for now.